Well, hey there, team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a bit more Stationeers. So we are getting into it. Now, I did a quick Google to point me in the right direction. And according to the Stationeers wiki, you have two types of Airlock console, or Airlock chip, which is the same thing. Ultimately, that's all that really matters, right? And I suppose, like, you can do like really hardcore IC programming and all that. So you could probably do your own thing, but it would require a lot of intense. I can't remember how intense the sort of code writing component of this is when you build a computer. But the chip, the sort of motherboard circumvents all of that and just makes it a really small process. Anyway, there's two types. There's a normal Airlock motherboard and or circuit, and an advanced one. And so the difference being that the basic one apparently is between a pressurized environment and vacuum, which isn't what this is, and the advanced one is between two pressurized environments. So I'm immediately curious, because we did get one that we started with. Is it an advanced one? It would make sense. Otherwise, why give it to us? So it's just a normal Airlock circuit board. And so that doesn't help us. What we actually want, truly, is the advanced one. Now, the data disk as well, I got a little bit confused. What I was referencing earlier is that I played this a fair bit at launch back in the day, well before I was a YouTuber, right? And someone was like, well, I haven't seen you do any console stuff before on the channel. And that's 100% true, because I haven't. I did some stuff back at launch, and so we're going back years now. And when I was talking about the disc, people correctly and rightly so, that little disc essentially gives you sort of backdoor access to the back end of the console. It basically puts you into that sort of BIOS command state, in a way, to whatever you plug it into, which is awesome. And I was referencing something else altogether, which was like using a computer to link onto a circuit that had a memory chip, like the chip over there, and then having to manually revalue that memory board, because that was before you could just do it with like a labeler or a screwdriver, or before anyone knew you could, I think. But anyway, it was a very long time ago. So I'm going to put my potatoes in my pocket, story of my life, and I'm going to look into making the advanced Airlock control, because bugger me, I wouldn't be surprised. Circuit board air control. What is air control? Oh, that'll be fun. There's all sorts of cool things to play with in here. But I wouldn't be surprised if it requires all sorts of weird resources to build. But we're absolutely out of my comfort zone. Basic delivery. Hang on. Conveyors. Circuit board. No. No, none of this is what we need, I think. Mobile life support systems. Oh, well, that's nice. Production. Access control systems. Oh, this is the key cards? Won't be vehicles. Fuck, this is terrible. This UI, this sorting thing. Like, it should not have assumed knowledge. Like, I'm looking for something specific, right? And it kind of assumes familiarity with this actual layout, which I don't have. The only other thing I can think of is, like, maybe the advanced thing is made in a fabricator. That's definitely possible. All right, we're gonna bloody plunge into this. Does this have a search component? I don't. Airlock devices. Hang on. Airlock. Oh no, hang on. Go back. Maybe it's. What's all this? Klaxon speaker? Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Console. Console dual. How come I can't see active vent? You're killing me, game. Cartridge, circuit board, air control, mode control. This is all very interesting. I should have a look at them. I haven't done anything with them before, hey. But yeah, more circuit boards. What are you doing, game? Tell me. How do I make the circuit boards that I want to make? Production. Hydroponic. Fabrication. This is a big hole in this game. This shouldn't be like this. There should be an easy way to understand all this sort of stuff. But having said that, the research system's not fully implemented either. You know, it's not in the main branch. So, tools? Maybe it's in tools. Basic gas filters, personal lighting, GPS systems, advanced prospecting, basic storage, trading fundamentals. Life support systems. Life support systems in organics? Come on, guys. Circuit board advanced airlock. Okay, fine. And it requires 2 of these friggin' things. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Iron, gold, and copper. All right. How's the grid going? Trundling along. Very good. So we'll be able to chip away at this. What else do we need? Oh, a tiny bit more copper. Okay. That's cool. I thought we were going to run out of the other resources, so that works out quite well. Alright. Cool. Oh, we are fully charged and G to G. Wait for that to process. Nice. Organics, life support, advanced airlock, confirm. Nice. Oh my god, please, please, please change it. So escape does that instead of going to your menu. Advanced airlock, we found it in the end team. Iron, gold, and copper. Oh, you bloody ripper. Oh, I think that'll be enough, right? Oh, just perfect. Oops. And we just need some 4 gold. That's going to take a little bit. And then we'll plug that in. We're going to need to get a sensor. We'll have to build a new one because we've already used the one that came with the drop pod on for the daylight sensor. You can turn that into a pressure sensor as well, as I believe. I think we'll be one short. That's why I started it again. Oh no, we must have had some spare gold. That's alright, it can cook that gold. Nice. How much is left in there? Should be right. Alright, let's grab that console. We'll set it up and start plugging all this stuff in. Get a bit of a feel for it. I'm not 100% sure. It's a bit vague on how this one's going to work, so. Dual console. I don't know if we'll need that. Data in, power out. No, I believe we're just going to run everything on the same line. Console monitor. No, I'm pretty sure it's just this normal console. And we'll flip it like that. Alright. Oh wow, they've changed it. They used to be flat. Okay. So that's going to end up going in there. We're gonna wire it in. So that should be plugged in. And I believe you just put a bit of a glass, if memory serves, on it. Alright, and then if you wanted to access it, you could pull that out, sort of thing. But then we also want to put the... can't see, but we'll have to use that little floppy disk to access the BIOS as it is. Brush off the old MS-DOS, you know? Get your DIR-P going on and... Oh, there it is on the side. Perfect. So we'll just leave that there for the moment. So this is actually going to have to work its way back onto the main network at some point. I think, for the most part, we're okay. That's right, I poked... Oh, did I not run the power out the side? I was going to. But I will. Yeah, and then I suppose we keep constructing, but that's so weird having it on an angle. It's unfamiliar for me, but we'll have to wire everything in. That's the other thing. We'll get the temperature, the sensor. Where would that live? That'd be in here probably. Kit sensor. 1 gold, 1 copper. Well, we can handle that a bit.
Hunger, caution.
Yep. Potato time. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I know we're definitely going to need to rig one in here, right? There's not a lot of room for pass-through, so we'll probably like stick it up here or something like that. Gas sensor. Right. Yeah, so I think this, yeah, it detects the pressure. Perfect. So we'll rig that down onto the floor as well. We may well need to hook on sensors for the inside and the outside as well, right? Oh, actually, no, maybe not, right? Because if it's sending the command to, like, vent from exterior, like, vent to exterior, and then fill up from interior, Right, and then vent to interior. Yeah, all it really needs as a pressure reading is to know that the airlock is at 0. That's the only knowledge that it's going to need. So, we should be okay. Do we leave this for another day? I don't know. Doing it like every second day seemed like a pretty good move. Right. I haven't even looked at the pressure. What's going on? 29 degrees. Set outward. 25. 22. Well, I think we're running out of cold air. Yep. Set inward. We'll take a little bit of that delicious Martian air in. Alright. See how that goes. Cool, so we're getting there. I think we've got for the most part, we might be missing some bits. We're going to need to make some passive vents there, so might as well get on that. I think you can actually make the passive vent from the sort of main printer, yeah, which is... Wait, this is electronics anyway, so... I think we can do it on both. Yeah, you can make it here. 3 iron, okay. Perfect. So this is good, getting most of the hardware plugged in. One will go here. Like that. It doesn't need to be powered. But that's okay, it's not the end of the world. So ultimately that should be everything we need, apart from obviously filling in the walls and wiring all the systems in. And finishing the actual airlock as well. But we're quickly approaching completion there. Now the only thing as well is we got to figure out what we're going to do about the sort of the atmospherics internally. We should probably use the tools that we have available, right? I mean, we do have a well, no, I don't like them because the portable scrubber and all that are battery powered. What we want is something rigged on the grid, right? So consider we've got a room full of air, and we need to draw more in, right? Because this air ultimately over time is going to convert into CO2, right? Let's just say if that was the only thing affecting the system was me breathing, we need to source oxygen from outside. And if I recall correctly, yeah, we've got trace amounts of O2 and we've got CO2 as well, right? So we're going to need some sort of atmospherics setup. Now, I haven't really used the advanced atmospherics. We're starting to get into a lot of sort of unknown territory for me, which is very exciting. Now, where would atmospherics live? Kit atmospherics. I believe that's the one we want. Iron, gold, and oh god, a lot of copper. A lot of everything, to be perfectly honest. Alright, what do we need? 10 iron. Okay. It's got no iron in it. So we need to go digging for more iron, which is fine. $3 gold and 16 copper. Let's cook the gold first. Oh, goodness. It's good. We're getting a bit more labour done, you know, but there is a time. There is a time for think pieces, and there is a time for the sort of labour component as well. I only cooked 2. Whoops. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll put the copper in. I put 23 in there. Oh, we'll just let that cook. So, I don't think we've still got iron in my little dig hole anymore. So, we potentially will need to go looking for iron. I could use the ground penetrating radar. It's arduous. It's also a bit of a can of worms to open. So if I use that just to randomly dig into the ground, am I going to dig all of the resources out that I find? Unlikely, right? So what do? Do I just walk off and leave a half dug hole, and after I've done 20 of them, I won't know what's in any of them. So if we're going to do that, either I dig the entire resource out, which just isn't really tenable right now, or I have some sort of beacon flag system that I do, which I'm not really interested in doing. I don't think we're there yet, so I'm quite happy to just go during the day and eyeball iron deposits and dig at them, because we've still got, you know, we haven't explored our small sort of radius all that much. Anyway, so the hydroponics kit, the atmospherics kit will feed in, so that'll need some sort of input. Well, hang on. The atmospherics probably just acts as a filtration system, truly. What were we looking at with the different chips? Because maybe there's something we can play with in there. See, air control. That's interesting. Gas display. Give me air control. Let's build one of these. 5 gold, 5 copper. I can make that happen. I've got connections. Yeah, I might play with that. I have no idea what it is other than I just read it just then on the screen. Right, so daylight's coming up, so we'll go grab that iron. Now, the air control one will be interesting. I might have to look it up. Obviously, plug it in at the very least. Yeah, because if I'm guessing correctly, the atmospherics will act as a scrubber. Like, if we're talking about like an intake sort of thing, well, it would have an intake, I'm guessing. But I think it's sort of kind of assumed, unless you're filtering specific gases or whatever, it would be an intake of the room, which is something else to be said. Like drawing in new gas. Well, I guess it would have an exhaust as well, wouldn't it? Oh, this is all very interesting. What I'm sort of saying is there's going to be 2 systems at play. There's essentially drawing in and filtering to harvest O2 and filter out the other stuff from the environment. That's one thing. That's like an intake, right? That's going to be one system. And then another system would be actually actively filtering the air that we're breathing and having that cycle probably through the atmospherics machine. I doubt that it's going to do both. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. What was I even doing just now? Air control circuit board, right. See what happens when I get distracted? No good. So we'll have a fiddle with that at some point. I don't know, let's pop it over here in the pile. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go exploring real quick.
Tech on.
We should be able to catch... I think there was some iron out this way. There we go.
Tower low.
She'll be right, Shaz. Chill out. Sort of want to get those hidden ones, you know? Can't see it below the surface. Alright, cool. That's more than enough. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's only a small one. Okie dokie.
Jetpack on.
No, what was it we were making? The atmospherics. Yeah. I'll get that made. Yeah, I think we built one in a previous save. Yeah. Okay, air conditioner. Air conditioner will be interesting. That's kind of one of the main reasons we're doing this, remember? So I don't have to use the suit power to warm my dude up or cool him down. Filtration, electrolyzer, and H2 combustor. Oh, nice. That sounds new. Well, these all seem like pretty fun things to play with. The air conditioner is secondary. I'm curious, actually. Got power and data. Got output pipe. We've got waste. Conditioner input. That's a bit strange, isn't it? So what does this do? Does this magically... Does this cool as well? That can't be right. Not without coolant. Alright, no, so consider I put 10 degrees of water in there. Alright. Oh, I guess it's got a fan as well. Ah. Okay. It's an air conditioner. That's what I was missing. So, you put coolant in there. Now, presumably if it wants to heat up, it'll just... It's probably got some sort of heating coil in there. It actually won't interact with the pipe contents. But, if you wanted to cool it, put 10 degree... You put 10 degree water in there and you tell it to bring it down from bloody 30 to 20 or something like that. Then it will cool that. The hot water would go there, but then what would pass? What would be in the pass-through? I'm not 100% sure. It should be something interesting to look up, but this is a little bit further down the track. But, yeah, okay. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding the whole system, but it's all very exciting and adventurous, because you know I like to just first principles build everything, so having a look at some of these advanced machines and seeing what they do is pretty cool. Anyway, team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.